Somalis are everywhere. From Minneapolis to London, from Toronto to Stockholm, from Nairobi to Dubai. A people who move fast, adapt fast, and build communities that rise almost overnight. Some call it resilience, others call it a takeover. But behind everything, the success, the unity, the conflict, the controversy, lies one thing: a cultural blueprint older than any border. A code born from the desert, shaped by camels, survival, clan, and constant movement. This is the Somali Nomad Code, a code that helps them win, but also gets them in trouble. A code that makes them powerful as a group, but difficult to control as individuals. A code that creates millionaires and street gangs. A code that builds mosques in every city, and sometimes breaks every bureaucracy it touches. Tonight, we go deep, into the diaspora, into Minnesota, the capital of Somali life in the West, into the UK's streets where Somali youth reinvent survival rules, into Scandinavian towns where officials quietly admit that Somalis don't fit into paperwork systems, into Toronto suburbs where Somali mothers rebuild communities from zero, and into the stories, real or expanded, of people living inside this code. Stick around, this one goes far. In the UK, real Somali entrepreneurs lead taxi companies, real estate groups, logistics fleets, and import-export businesses. In Minnesota, Somali Americans have become politicians, doctors, entrepreneurs, and cultural figures. Somalis rise fast, extremely fast, once they decode the system. That's why you'll hear government officials admit Somalis are challenging to integrate at first, but they eventually take over entire sectors. So why does this community stand out so dramatically, both positively and negatively? Because the Nomad Code never left. Movement, adaptation, clan loyalty, cultural pride, human negotiation over paperwork, speed over structure, community over individuality. Everything the modern state struggles to control. Everything migrants struggle to balance. Everything that both empowers and complicates Somali life. It all comes back to the code. But to understand the Somali Nomad Code, you need to see how it travels. Because this culture does not stay in Somalia. It moves, just like the people who carry it. Across Europe, they move like water. Our system is not designed for water. Yet these same families often show incredible resilience. A university researcher in Ohio found that Somali children frequently outperform expectations within 5 years of arrival, thanks to strong communal support and family pressure to succeed. Mobility breaks some systems, but strengthens others. Somali taxi drivers rebuilt entire transport sectors in Minneapolis. Somali entrepreneurs revived abandoned malls. Somali politicians reshaped city councils. The culture that once wandered deserts now shapes modern cities. Somalis do something diaspora experts still struggle to explain. They recreate home everywhere they go. In Minneapolis, Cedar Riverside became Little Mogadishu. In London, Tower Hamlets and Brent created their own ecosystem of mosques, shops, salons, and community networks. In Toronto, Dixon Road became a Somali stronghold where people say you can live a full life speaking only Somali. This unity is power, economic power, political power, cultural power. But power always comes with fear.